Bradley. Jovinko. That's lovely. It's there for the taking.
Wow.
And Gleason. Jake Gleason is the hero.
Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to This Week in MLS alongside Calen, Carr. I'm Jillian Sakovits, filling in for Susanna. Thank you for having me.
Jillian, I know you're a serious journalist. I actually feel a little bit of pressure, like I have to step my game up. So I've come with notes. Some of them include shout outs to commenters. They're actually more just like scribbled.
The notes are a
paper.
good first step, and we're going to get to the comments at the end.
I'm trying to look serious. Here, let's get right to it.
Right here in New York, it was a big weekend for both clubs. NYCFC got not only their first win since opening weekend, but their first win at home. It came over the Vancouver Whitecaps 3-2, with David Villa coming through big time with 2 goals. Calen, despite the fact that wins have not come easy for NYCFC, they're still looking good in the playoff picture.
So they've got 2 wins and they're in the playoff picture?
They are.
That's pretty crazy. And it's kind of crazy that they came away with a win in this one. The way it started, they go down a goal in 30 seconds off a back pass. But give them credit, they fought back. Their manager, Patrick Vieira, gave David Villa, a ton of credit, and he deserved it. What a fantastic finish he had. You can see Pirlo here with the hands up, not just because he's got the ultralight beam on him. That's a signal to go to the back post. David Villa begins to make his run there. He'll peel off with a little 360, and then Bryant is able to screen him, takes 2 guys out of the way. But what happens next is just ridiculous. David Villa, the only guy in the league probably who can do this, sets his body and is able to fling himself side volley to the back post. What a finish. And
on Friday, the Red Bulls had their way against Dallas, and that's putting it nicely. A statement 4-0 win. Calen is a former player. How exciting is it for a team to score a goal like the one Lloyd Sam had scored off a set piece? You know that the Red Bulls were working on this all week of training.
Yeah, well, it's actually nicer for the manager. You saw a little smirk there from Jesse. Jesse, it's okay. You can smile, man. He was playing a real cool. But let's take a look at this free kick. Now you can see here, Dax McCarty hidden in a pile of about 7 FC Dallas players. He scored an identical goal like this last year against Orlando City. What Red Bulls does is pretty interesting. They use their smaller guys on set pieces and use their mobility. So they have Zubar here, who's everybody's staring at the 4 guys. It's Zubar who's going to make the difference. He sets a little screen against Sal Zizzo there, frees him up to the back post, knocks it across. Lloyd Sam with the finish. It feels good when that comes off. It's rare, but when it happens, it's nice.
It definitely set the momentum for them. ESPN's Adrian Healy said it was a coming out party for the Red Bulls, and it really was.
Oh, and Chris Armas and Dennis Hamlet are going to send me text messages to not break down their film of their set pieces. I'm sorry, guys. Take it easy.
Heading to Philadelphia, where the Union had a chance to overtake the Impact for first place in the Eastern Conference after Montreal settled for draws Wednesday against NYCFC and then Saturday against the Rapids. Despite having a man advantage for the final 30, the Union would have to settle for a draw. So kind of an opportunity lost for the Union to take sole possession of the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, I think anytime you get a man advantage for most of the second half at home, you want to come away with a victory, but Philly still got to feel good about where they're at. Nobody expected them to be here. And nobody expected Chris Pontius to have 4 goals already. His first goal looks like nothing happens. He just is able to get a clean header. But when you take a closer look at this set piece, you'll notice another pick. Now, Keegan Rosenberry, we'll hit him with the spot shadow, the Pirlo beam from above. He comes across. Fatai Alashe has no idea it's coming. And Chris Pontius is able to come right across, get a nice little dunk to the back post. So many set pieces this week with picks involved. I thought I was watching the NBA playoffs. That was a Draymond Green level screen by Rosenberry.
Maybe you were switching back and forth, maybe.
I was watching both games, yes. Warriors are my squad. Go Warriors, Dub Nation. Got to get a shout out in.
Yeah, got to get a shout out in. Also got to get a shout out into the Philly fans because despite the draw, this team is off to what is their best start since 2011. That was the last time this team made the playoffs.
Yeah, Jim Curtin's got this group really going.
Heading out west to Portland, the Timbers' unbeaten streak now at 3 thanks to a 2-1 win over Toronto. And okay, I guess we're giving another shout out to ESPN's Adrian Healy for his call before Valeri's perfectly placed game-winning goal.
Valeri is more than capable, even from this sort of range. Valeri! A gift from the soccer gods!
I don't know how much credit I'm going to give Adrian Healy for calling that goal. I mean, Valeri, you know he can do that. He influenced the game in all kinds of ways. He had the assist on the Adi goal as well. And give Darren Maddox some credit, actually. He takes down that ball from Valeri, skill check, heat check, whatever you want to call it, and is able to find a nice little slip ball to Valeri, who then squares it to Adi. He can't stop scoring. But Jake Gleason, you got to mention Jake. Not easy as a goalkeeper to come in. You're not in a rhythm as the backup, but he stood on his head for the W.
And Valeri coming through on his birthday nonetheless with that game winner.
Feliz cumpleaños.
And if you were watching MLS Live this weekend, which we know that you were, there were plenty of other matches. How about Jordan Morris? 3 consecutive weeks with a goal, the game winner as he notches the 1-0 win for the Sounders.
Yeah, and it was late on. They really needed him to step up and have the last several weeks. He's been named to that Copa America roster for the U.S., and American fans have to be happy about seeing him score goals.
Don't be mad. Houston now dropping 6 straight.
I was hoping you weren't going to bring this up, but yeah.
I got to do my job.
It's been tough for Houston lately. You got to give Nick Raimondo a ton of credit, though. That save he makes to be able to push the ball off that far post and then get up and save it with his face. Andrew Wenger looked incredulous after that one.
First half, it really was thinking for a sec, wow, could Houston pull this off?
Yeah,
but then Raimondo
I thought so too.
Turn that down. LA and SKC, arguably 2 of the best goals from the whole weekend we saw in the first half.
Yeah, well, 2 left footers too. My guy Brad Davis, phenomenal, cutting it onto his left foot. Don't let him go left. I tried to warn you guys.
Don't.
And then Gio Dos Santos able on the break. He's got 4 goals in his last 3 games, just when the doubters got the loudest. A dirty little chip to the back post.
Looking ahead to this week's action, we're going to start with the Red Bulls traveling to Orlando on Friday, a game that can be seen at 7 o'clock Eastern Time on Unimas. Then Sunday, 2 more nationally televised games, starting with the Revs traveling to the Galaxy. That game will be on ESPN at 3:30 Eastern Time, and we'll wrap up with NYCFC looking to make it 2 in a row as they face DC United on FS1 at 7:30 Eastern Time. Now remember, we've got 6 games on MLS Live on Saturday. And Calen, as promised, you brought your notes.
Yes, well prepared.
Really showed off all your journalism expertise in this episode.
I tried, but I gotta give that up now and give a couple shout outs to people in the comment section. Yes, I do read it each week. Timmy Famous, my guy, you gotta get a picture, you gotta get a profile shot, I don't know what's going on. Otherwise, a really strong name. Last week it was anonymous, this guy's got no face. He spells my name wrong too. Last week I was Claren, now I'm Calen with a Y, Caylin. What's the deal? Do I have the hardest name in history?
But he got the pronunciation right, okay. Calen.
Yeah, all right, I'll take it. He said I should visit the Cauldron. I'm still coming to Kansas City, so save me a seat, man. And then the next one is Jonathan B. David. Let's see what he says. What does it take to be mentioned on the show? And then he goes on, loves Calen's hair. So, dude, that's it. You're in the show now.
Just a compliment.
Thanks for the shout out. Yeah.
So all you got to do, just keep complimenting Calen, and you'll get mentioned on next week's show. Be sure to keep it locked right here on MLSsoccer.com. And every Monday, you can catch This Week in MLS.